I don't think I've been this excited for a Predator movie in such a long time. After Killer of Killers, this got me so hyped. Dan, Deck is the first Predator to take center stage emotionally. Talk to me about the decision you made to flip a Predator from being a horror icon to a deep, empathetic lead in this film.
It really came from the desire to see something that we haven't seen before. Not just in Predator movies, but in science fiction in general. We've always fallen in love with the sidekicks usually, or the villains in Predator's case, and they never have a movie of their own. And I thought that would be a really cool way into something, is to make the movie about the Predator and then to invert what we expect. So this time he is on a hunt, but he is also the one being hunted. So he's sort of the Dutch of this movie.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, Dimitrius, Deck is unlike any Predator we've ever seen. He's an exile, an outsider, and ultimately a hero. What clicked for you when you first read the role, and how did you tap into that emotional core beneath the armor?
Ooh, I think, what drew me to the story initially was just it being, such a new kind of addition to the franchise, and he's the underdog. You know what I mean? Everyone loves the underdog story. Everything is stacked against him. But he'll always just face it and, stand 10 toes and, be ready to fight. And I love that about him. And I guess connecting with, an alien creature is tough at times. But I think, just building the whole world that he came from, understanding Yautja culture, the lore behind it, what he's been through, why he does particular things, moves the way he moves, all of that helped in terms of finding where he goes and where he's going throughout the film. So it was a really fun process. I loved working on Deck.
That's incredible. Now, your character's a synthetic, but also the emotional bridge between Deck and the audience. Talk to me about that connection that your character has with Deck, despite their vastly different origins.
Yes, very different origins. I think, I don't know if I thought about it that way of she is kind of the bridge, because then in a lot of ways too, it's Deck he's misunderstood, he's speaking another language, and Thea is there to guide him in a lot of ways and to be his buddy. But I think, she also, she's wanting respect as well. I think Deck wants respect in the film from other things you'll figure out, and Thea also wants her respect also from Deck in some ways. And so she is his little companion, his little buddy, and I love, she has a different personality than in any other synthetic we've seen before in any of the films. So it was nice to work with Dan to kind of mold that personality and almost more of a positive attitude. But I love the friendship between the two, because as you see, Thea is broken in many ways and Deck is kind of the runt of his clan. Yeah. So it's a little bit of these two misfits coming together. And you'll learn more about Thea's kind of backstory when you see the film, but she was a very, very fun character to play.
Oh, that's exciting. I can't wait. Now, Dan, you chose to set Badlands in entirely Predator space, away from Earth. How did that shift in the setting help you explore Predator's culture and survival that previous films couldn't?
Certainly the story starts on the Predator home planet, so we do get a glimpse of their culture. It was important to me, though, that we didn't make a mistake, or something that I sometimes get a little abrasive. I sort of relent when a sequel or some big franchise starts to deep dive into the lore rather than the story. I think there's a difference between the two. Right. And I was not at all interested in telling the story of the senatorial disagreements between trade alliances of the different Yautja tribes. So the movie is still very much an aggressive vertical gauntlet, but we do get just a nibble of Yautja culture.
Ah, that's amazing. Yeah. Now, Elle, There is something really poetic about a predator and a synthetic forming a bond in a world that sees them as weapons. What do you think Thea learns from Deck through their connection?
What did she learn from him? Man, we don't want to give too much away, but I think kind of the story of family and being a clan and working together is something that they both have to learn throughout the film, and that's something that Thea, I think she definitely learns from him, and they help each other. Yeah, there's a couple things I can't say.
It's okay. That's why we're going to see the movie.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
November 7th.
November 7th,
yeah.
exactly. Now, Demetrius, so much of Deck's story is told through his physical movement, his posture, his nonverbal emotion. What kind of preparation or training did you do to bring that physicality to the role, that physical language to the role too?
There was a bunch of just watching, I guess, the previous Predators and going over comics and whatnot, just seeing what's already been established, but then also adding a little bit, of a unique kind of flavor to him, because he is his own unique Predator. He has his own kind of disadvantages. He's the runt of the litter. So a lot of it was mainly, bro, I have to show it. So he's he sits up here, Predators are real, formidable creatures. They don't take nothing from no one, so that chest has to be out, they're always ready to go. A lot of it's just heavy, and they're bro, I could talk about this for ages, but yeah, pretty much just it was a whole process that went into finding his physicality, and it was really fun working with Dan.
And it was a huge part of casting him was just how he moved. We saw a lot of people, and he had to do a little bit of an obstacle course thing, and it really was just how he navigated physically, jumping over things, sliding under things, using a weapon. All of that is what we wanted for this specific kind of Predator character.
I can't wait. November 7th, Predator Badlands. I'll be the first in theaters. So thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
So this is your first hunt.